Hi. There's a lot of news. As
we're early.
We're really early. We have a lot of gifts to show everybody.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get on early so we could show everybody the gifts before we got to
the big news.
We know that Trump has COVID and
Melania
has
it.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to that, okay? But let's get through the gifts first, okay?
Because there's so much going on.
A lot of stuff going on.
First of all, how cute is this jacket?
Right?
How cute.
So cute.
How cute is this?
Right?
How cute is this?
Like, look at my watch band, you guys. I am so into cowhide. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing? We got these from the sweetest girls.
Sweetest girls.
That I went to high school with their mother, and these two girls, I think they're 19 and 17 if I'm not mistaken. One of them goes to University of South Carolina. Precious girls.
Anna and Kate.
Anna and Kate, they're precious. And they started a little boutique during this lockdown.
Because they're total entrepreneurs.
Right. They're
which is amazing.
Conservative girls. But the boutique is...
Willow. It's the Willow Boutique, which you can find at shop-willow.com. Do not just put shopwillow.com because that's a whole other thing.
It's totally different. It's shop-willow.com.
This is where this cute
jacket
comes
Isn't that cute?
from.
And then this is where this... And I got a leopard one, too. It's fuzzy, you guys. It's like real legit cowhide. Isn't that cute?
Isn't
so
that
cute.
the cutest?
Anyways, they sent us this cute little note. They're precious. So definitely support them because they're young entrepreneurs, okay?
And they're on the right side.
Right? And they're conservative. They're
Also,
like on the Trump train.
There is a watcher out there by the name of Ashley Rue who knows that we live in leggings in the winter. Like literally live in them.
Yeah, we do.
And so I'd never heard of Zia or Zaya.
I haven't either.
Active. Have you guys heard of them? So they have leggings, and she sent us each a pair of leggings that we are so excited to try.
Yeah.
That are like apparently amazing. So it's Zaya, and her specific little shop is www.myzia.com/Ashley Rue, RUE.
Yeah.
So you should check out these leggings because they're apparently
really
amazing.
soft, really awesome. Yeah,
So we're very excited to
These
try
are
those.
them right here, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I took them out.
You can't see. I mean, they're black leggings, but if you could feel them, they're like super, super silky and soft.
Apparently, they're just like all the rage. So very, very excited to try those.
Super, super cute.
Then,
oh my God, you guys.
So from Michelle, this is amazing.
I mean,
so she says she's been an avid listener to our shows for over a year, and she just can't get through a day without us. She is writing to us in red because of the red shoe drama. And she said, I'm enclosing for each of you a small sampler of the states that you are going to retire in.
I can't deal. So I got Texas. Look, it's cross stitch, you guys. This is it's hard to see because on the screen, but this is Texas for me and South Carolina for Mock. They're cross stitch, you guys.
Cannot.
Can you deal? And so she didn't frame them. We're gonna frame them ourselves
because she didn't know if we'd want to just leave them out or have them framed.
Look, can you deal?
It's so sweet.
I mean, I cannot.
Michelle, it's just
oh my God.
Oh my God.
Right?
Okay, and then
I just can't. There's so many things today.
Cindy wrote us today. She said she's a pretty new fan, she says. She's like, where the hell have I been, right?
Right? Where have you been?
It doesn't matter. I'm here now. I love listening to you guys every day. In this package is a really late birthday present for Daisy. I'm sure Mock would agree
I'm opening it up.
that there is nothing wrong with receiving a birthday gift a month late because those of us who love birthdays have birth months and not birthdays. That's right, Cindy!
What is it?
They're t-shirts because she watches Yellowstone.
OMG,
and knows that you love Yellowstone.
Look. It's the Dutton Ranch, you guys. Who's with me? Who loves Yellowstone?
She says make sure to wash before you wear.
I will. Oh my God, I love this. Thank you.
But you guys...
I think there's another one. There's another
two.
one. Hold on. What is this? Is it the same thing?
I don't know.
Is there one for you?
No. These are for you because I don't watch that show.
Okay. All right. What is it? Oh, don't make me go Beth Dutton on you. That's what it says. You guys know. If you know the show, you know. I love it. That is so sweet.
Isn't that
Thank
so sweet?
you.
But you guys, it gets even better because she sent a whole bunch
of
these amazing, like, personalized chocolate bars, which I took them out of the package. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, right? Because she, like, separated our picture
Can you see?
and put our logo in there. But then on the back, we just noticed.
Can you? Wait.
There we go.
You got to focus.
I mean, she put like all the logos and the Trump stuff, and these are chocolate bars.
Can you
Which
deal?
of course I want to eat, but I can't eat them because they're so pretty.
We'll eat a few of them, but we got to keep them because they're like keepsakes.
Isn't that
they're
amazing?
absolutely precious. I can't. You guys are spoiling us. It's out of control.
What are you doing?
Out of control.
So many presents today.
So wow. So
we
we were completely spoiled today. It was one of those days where we're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, like wow, it's just amazing.
So thank you guys so very much.
All right.
The news,
You guys.
The news. We woke up this morning and we were like, what is happening? Okay.
This is so 2020, is it not?
There's never a dull moment. There's just never a dull moment.
I cannot. So I'm a little bit freaked out by the whole COVID thing. I know. Listen, Trump is a complete beast, and I have every faith in the world that he and Melania are going to be just fine.
She's more freaked out than I am.
But I'm freaked out about how this impacts how active he wants to be, right? Because he is a guy that wants to be out doing the rallies and doing all the things, and now he can't.
But those people who go to the rallies are going to vote for him regardless.
I know that
those
they will.
Those people are going to rally even more now because they know.
I don't like it though. I want him to be cooped up inside.
Listen, that's his base, and this base is going to be like, all right, we're even more supportive now. Like, I wouldn't worry about that. Don't worry about the rallies because the people that go to the rallies are already all in.
But what does this mean for like the next debate? You know, that's just 2 weeks away.
Okay, well, the next debate, there may be some, maybe they have to do it virtually. I mean, listen, I was at a place yesterday. I was like, I'm getting my nails done yesterday. I was watching The People's Court, right?
That's still a thing?
Yeah, right? I didn't even know, because
I
had
God.
no idea. It's a woman now, because of course Judge Wapner, I think he's deceased. Okay,
is he? Oh
but
God,
I believe Judge Wapner is. But it's this woman. I had no idea because I couldn't hear it really, but I was just seeing it in the background, and everything's virtual, and so I thought to myself, okay, well. This is, this morning I kind of remember that I saw that yesterday. The judge was virtual. She's on this giant screen. And then like the plaintiff and the defendant were both virtual on screens. But we could see everybody talking to one another, right? They could do this for the debate.
I mean, I know they can.
They could do it.
I just don't like any of it, especially. And now I saw somebody comment that like it's a false positive. I would have felt much better about that possibility had he not been tested like literally 7 times a day, and if Hope weren't symptomatic.
She's
Hope
symptomatic.
Hicks, which clearly that's who he got it from. She's sick, you guys.
She's sick.
So I mean, that is an indicator that it is not just a fluke test. And I promise you, Trump has the best tests. I'm not saying that like to be Trump about it.
Yeah.
But you know that he has the most accurate tests.
They're tremendous and huge.
They're tremendous tests that he gets. So it's real. I do think it's real. This isn't like when my kid tested positive twice because the tests were ridiculous. This is real.
And I know that, before we went on, she's a little worried about his age and about his weight.
Well, I mean, he's 74
and stuff like that.
Fat.
But listen, there have been people.
But he's a beast. I do feel good about that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like regardless, I know everybody's like, he eats all these burgers and he's Mr. Fry. We have a story in the lineup today that I put in there about how he's like, I love McDonald's fries.
It's why my hair hasn't fallen out.
That's what he says. I mean, but I just, the guy is like the Energizer Bunny.
For real.
I just don't, I am not as worried about this, you guys. And I've known a giant handful, maybe 2 handfuls of people that have had this. And I'm not a spring chicken. These are people that are around my age. And they were fine. They everybody that I've talked to, with the exception of one who said that I've heard, I don't know her personally. I know her from a friend of a friend. And she had like a really high fever for like 6 days. And so it kind of really sucked for her. But the other people that I've talked to have been like, it felt like the flu. Mm-hmm. It felt like the flu.
And so far, Trump and Melania both are asymptomatic. Yeah. Now, it is true that they say symptoms typically start to appear 2 days after exposure. Uh-huh. So, he's just got to be watched really, really carefully over this next several days of quarantine. Maybe he'll get on the cocktail. Who knows? He's already done it before, right?
Yeah.
He already tried it before.
Take the zinc and the hydroxy and the whatever. My God, it's not like he doesn't have access to the best doctors and the best medicine.
The left is being gross. Absolutely gross about it.
I think that is the biggest takeaway for me, just in the past couple hours that I found out about this. Like George Conway's response. Okay, he's the never Trumper. he might as well just be a liberal, right?
Yeah.
But the Never Trumpers, I'm paraphrasing, but I think he sent out a tweet saying something like, Trump couldn't protect the country, he can't even protect himself.
Wow.
These people are like, they have a mental illness. Like, there's something wrong with these people. I don't want anything to do with these people. If Nancy Pelosi got COVID, I would not even think the things that these people are saying out loud.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's the thing.
Yeah, I just wouldn't. And so, and I don't like her. I
loathe her.
Yeah, I don't.
But I still wouldn't wish COVID on her.
I still wouldn't wish this on her.
What's wrong with people?
Yeah.
Why is everybody so gross now?
Yeah, everybody's gross, and they're outwardly gross. And like, there are liberals who are wishing death on our president. And I just don't want anything to do with those people. Like, that is a line that they crossed years ago. And it just makes me know that I'm on the right side of things, because those people are animals. It's like, I don't want
that's mean to animals, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's really nice animals out there.
Honestly,
but these people are
like, how can
horrible.
you say that stuff out loud? I don't want anything to do with you.
And then, like, what makes you say it out loud? Like, it's one thing, if you're going to feel it and think it,
then you use
your inside voice about those things.
Yeah, okay.
Right? But to broadcast it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, you may want to check your heart and your soul.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of a check there. Because you have problems. There are some problems. Yeah.
Now, there is a concern, too, about Biden. They were just on a debate stage together, and they were literally screaming at one another. And you know what they say about screaming? All the spittle.
Droplets.
Right? All the droplets. Now, granted, they were far away from each other, but still.
Yeah.
It was an inside room, and Biden's probably not even awake yet to even know that this is even happening.
Yeah.
But once he wakes up this morning, I would imagine that he will be tested right away if he hasn't already been tested every day. I don't know how they're doing it over in that campaign. But I mean, it's something to think about. And of course, he is also of advanced age.
He is of advanced age.
So it's a big mess. It's just a big fat mess. And of course it would happen 30 days out from the election. I mean, this year is just borked in every way.
You're right. It's just one thing after another. I mean, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense that he got it.
Right.
Because
of course.
I mean, it's Friday, and we haven't had enough drama this week. There just has not been nearly enough drama.
I mean,
we might as well have the president get COVID,
Yeah.
Got to cap the week off with something like a big old drama cherry on top.
Before I forget, I want to tell everybody who ordered paperbacks or hardcovers. If you've ordered hardcovers or paperbacks between like the beginning of us selling them and September 10th, they are shipped. Anything ordered after September 10th, we're going to start getting those out next week. But if you ordered by September 10th, your book just has gone out and you should be getting it at any time. So I wanted to make sure everybody knew that. And by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about Right for a Reason.
Our book.
It's our book, you guys. And it's available on Amazon if you just want to order it. But if you want it inscribed, like if you want us to sign it and like write a little something to you.
That's what inscribed means.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Then you can also do that. And that's what I'm talking about, us shipping out personally. Because we order those ourselves and then we inscribe them per your instructions over PayPal.
Yeah.
And then we send those out. So if you want to do that, go to our website, chicksontheright.com, and just look for the Get the Book thingy at the top of the page. And that's how you can order a personally inscribed one.
Yeah, somebody just said, I think we've all had it. I think once they start getting like the quick test kits out, and the antibody, like if we get quick antibody test kits out, it's all gonna, the numbers are gonna go up so
I feel
significantly.
Like even if people are getting it now, maybe it's like weaker. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's not as bad because the death count keeps going down.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that's what's happening, is that maybe it's mutated in a way or we've all developed some sort of level of toughness about it. I don't know.
I may be wrong about this, y'all. I mean, I'm just because we spew opinions here, but I think a lot of us had it back in December, like back in November, December, That's my personal opinion. I think there are a lot of us that had it early and didn't know we had it. I think it was here earlier. We just didn't know we had it. And then people, then there was like this big, oh my God, people have COVID.
I think that's probably true. But I think also, you know, even though if there's more cases and it's getting colder, blah, 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 and this is like flu season, even if more cases happen, like what has happened with the Trumps, I kind of feel like it's weaker. Like the virus itself is not as nasty as it was initially to people. So, you know, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
By the other thing I wanted to make sure to mention, because I made a note to myself, yesterday, right after we recorded our video, you guys, we went to go look at comments on our phone, and each of us got a pop-up on our phone that said, your page is at risk of being restricted from Facebook. It was like one of those pop-ups from Facebook.
I mean,
because you are violating all the standards.
But they didn't tell us what standards.
Right. So I had an email exchange with them because I sent a support ticket, had an email exchange. It was the most frustrating email exchange of all time, because this is what Facebook does. We get the pop-up, I send a screenshot to support saying, WTF, what have we done wrong? Can you please tell us? Some chick writes back and she's like, I've just looked at your page and there are no restrictions on it right now. It's just really a note to you to let you know that you need to follow community standards. Well, right after I get that email from her, which was, you know, comforting to some degree, I get another email that said from Facebook saying, you have violated community standards and your page is at risk of being restricted. So I send that back to her and I'm like, okay, that's really nice that you just said that we're not violating anything. But then I also got this email saying that we are. So can you please tell me what we're doing wrong so that we can stop doing that thing?
I can tell you what we're doing wrong. We're conservative. That's what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, because she writes back and she was like, I just checked again, and all we're saying is that you need to follow community guidelines. Yeah. And I'm like, tell us what we're doing that is making these notices happen.
The community guidelines are that you need to be liberal and not conservative.
I mean, what the hell?
We're just not going to say that out loud. And oh my God, you know what's so convenient is that we're like a month out from the election and we totally effing called this.
So I wrote her again.
Did we not call this?
I wrote her again this morning and I was like, Arlette, thank you very much for your continued messages that are repeating the same thing and not giving me the actual information that I need. And I was like, could you please say specifically with an example?
She's not gonna.
What we did
not gonna do
that is not meeting your guidelines. So I'm waiting for a response.
She won't do it.
But the point is of why we're telling you this is that you must follow our YouTube channel because
we're gonna get shut down.
I just have no faith that this is gonna be a platform that allows us to continue on. Our channel is The Mock and Daisy Show. So make sure that you're following that channel on YouTube because that's where we will start doing these videos every day instead of here if it comes to that.
When it comes to that. When it comes to that, we're going to get shut down, you guys. It's just a matter.
That's so dumb.
It's a matter of like 2 weeks. We're going to get shut down. They're going to shut us down on Facebook and we will not have this platform anymore. People are going to be like, where the hell did the chicks go?
Somebody asked us yesterday, like we got an email from someone going, how come the only thing on your Facebook page yesterday was your video? Well, the reason is because we got spooked. We were like, well, we don't even know what we're doing wrong, so we're not going to post anything else.
Yeah.
Because like, what if just posting is wrong? You know what I mean? Now, we did put up a post this morning from one of our writers about Trump being positive for COVID, but I have no idea what they're using as their standards.
And what I find so hilarious is that there was some dude on MSNBC yesterday talking about how conservatives are fascist. And I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me with this.
I can't.
You gotta be kidding me. Like, we're the ones who are shut down and squelched every day. Every day.
They will not tell us.
They won't tell us. The reason is that we're conservative. They just want to silence us. They want to silence us. This is what they do. And they get away with it.
It's insane.
Tech gets away with it every day because they can. Right? They can't. They are slowly silencing all of us. We've seen colleagues go through this, and we've just kind of like, we've been under the radar for a couple years, right? We've just sort of been like, all right, you know, we're not that popular. We're not that popular. We're just sort of here. Wikipedia shut us down. They just completely shut us down because
we're not worthy of
because
mention.
we're not worthy of mention. It's like, whatever, okay. All right, some guy from the Daily Kos or whatever, Kos, whatever, however the hell you pronounce that.
I don't know either.
He's some liberal that writes for the Daily Kos, and he's the one that said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and shut their Wikipedia page down. No argument from anybody. There's nobody that is Wikipedia is run by liberals. It's run by liberals. So they're allowed to do that. They can just say, you know what? I don't like those people. I'm going to shut them down. I'm just going to take their page down, which is exactly what they did. They took our Wikipedia page down. Okay, what are we going to do, right? And who cares about Wikipedia anyway, right? So they took us down. That was the first place. And then we just have been waiting for Facebook any day now to just take us down.
And they're warning us that they're going to.
They're going to do it. I mean,
like, you're doing bad things, but we're not going to tell you what.
They don't have to tell you. They don't have to tell you. There's no there's no ramifications. There's no like accountability. There's nobody that we can go to say, oh my God, they shut us down. It's a private company. They can do whatever the hell they want. If they want to silence conservatives, they're allowed to do it. They're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen, FYI. So just follow us on YouTube because this is what they're doing. So when they tell you that conservatives are fascist, you give them the big fat middle finger because they're the fascists.
Did you see Mayor Lightfoot dressing up as a superhero?
Why didn't she dress up as Beetlejuice?
Because that's her normal everyday look.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
She wore a costume and passed out candy to like press people. She was wearing a cape. I'm not making this up. That said on the back of it, Rona Destroyer. And like she was in a superhero tights. And you guys, it is the most cringe thing I've ever seen.
She is so odd.
She's so unfortunate.
She's a big.
And also, it was October 1st.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's like me in Christmas. I love Christmas so much.
Or me in birthdays.
Right.
Did you guys get some gifts?
We did.
Yeah,
we got so many.
some
Look at
gifts.
these chocolate
We
bars.
missed them all. Look at that. You can
Look at
have
that.
one.
Yeah,
You want one?
Isn't that amazing?
Look at that.
It's so nice.
He's looking at it like, why do you get these things? Yeah, you're just jealous. You're so jealous,
This
Rob.
is like a Willy Wonka bar.
I know.
I'm gonna keep it.
You
This is
should
like
keep
that.
it.
You should collect
It's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
So that happened. Now, I think I couldn't bring myself to watch the entire video. I think the reason she did it is because she was explaining to the press like how Chicago is going to handle Halloween, and I don't even know how they're handling it. I have no idea because I didn't listen. All I could do was just watch the little clip of her. Like, it's just, you guys, it's horrific.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
And somebody said, why is she dressing up at all? She should be concentrating on the shootings that happen every weekend.
Right?
It's probably.
So she paid money. Like,
Yeah.
she like had somebody create this horrific Rona Destroyer costume
That's
for
nice.
her.
That's nice that she has money to do that. That's great. Good for her.
On our show today, which you can listen to from 9 to 11 on WIBC.com, we are going to be talking a lot about John Roberts from Fox News.
That guy.
And Kayleigh McEnany going at it and the presser yesterday. And Jim Acosta. You guys. Oh my God. I have to show
Did you guys see John Roberts? He was being such a wuss. He was being such a baby, whining about like, don't come at the media.
And the whole exchange was him saying, will you say unequivocally, without ambiguity right now, that Trump denounces white supremacy?
I'm so tired of this
She
crap.
had just answered the question
Like
hang on.
15
She had
times.
just answered the question from someone else and literally read like 19 different quotes of him doing exactly that.
Exactly.
And then he asked her again. So her response to him was, I just answered that.
he did.
And he's like, no, but can you do it without ambiguity? And so she's like, oh my God. It was insane.
Yeah.
So then he had a fit on Fox News saying, I can't believe everyone's blowing up at me about this on Twitter. He won't denounce them. It was amazing. So this morning, Jim Acosta. So apparently Trump went on Hannity last night and said again, oh my God, I have denounced white supremacy like a million, more than any other president, truly, at this point. He did it again on Hannity. So John Roberts this morning tweets out, or last night, he tweeted out, Trump has finally denounced white supremacy on the Hannity show tonight. And I was like, you mean again? You mean like for the 87th time? Because I don't know why you don't understand the words that are coming out of his face, but they've come out of his face like 87 times. And then Jim Acosta, look at this. So August 14th of 2017, I put this on Twitter today. Jim Acosta said, Trump condemns KKK and white supremacists commenting on Charlottesville, quote, racism is evil. That is Jim Acosta, okay? in August of 2017. Today, Trump has finally condemned white supremacists on Hannity. Both of those are from Jim Acosta. This is how insane they are, you guys. They're insane. I can't even deal. I was losing my shit to John Roberts on Twitter yesterday. I was like, I can't. I even sent him the video montage of all the different times that Trump has done it. And I was like, is this ambiguous to you? Like, do you not understand the words that are coming out of his face?
Well, again, though, I mean, this is another Fox fail.
Oh my God.
You know, they failed on debate night and they failed again with this guy. Like, this is another failure.
It's
like
massive failure.
Another dude that's failing. So, who is it that when he was talking about this with I can't remember her name. She's some blonde chick. They're all freaking blonde. But the girl that was talking to him, and he was like, "I'm sick of it." And she.
Oh, you mean when he blew up?
When he blew up and he was talking to whoever it was that's on Outnumbered or whatever,
yeah.
and the chick, and she
I
was
think it's
like,
Melissa
and
somebody.
she was like, John Roberts is sick of it, everybody, and like even she was making. I mean, she's one of his colleagues, and even she was kind of mocking him, like, you're an idiot.
He looked
like you look
ridiculous.
like a toddler that's having a fit about this. You're a moron. It's like. This is why everybody hates the media. This is why, and we have a story in our template about that today, about how the percentage of people who trust the media it's an all-time low. It's like the same amount of people who approve of Congress. We absolutely despise and loathe the media.
Martha McCallum had somebody on her show, I can't remember his name, awful bald guy, just the worst guy ever. She's had him a million times before, and I can't ever remember his name because I don't want to know who he is. But he was on there saying, literally out loud, even after all of this stuff went down, he said, Trump has never condemned white supremacy. And even Martha was like, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, how many times does he have to do it?
I mean, he's done it a gajillion times to Sunday. It's just so stupid.
But apparently you have to say words in a specific order, I guess daily, in order for the press to believe it. Because now I'm convinced that unless Trump says it as his opening to every press conference, then every single time he's going to be asked that question.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
So dumb. Has Joe Biden condemned white supremacy?
No.
I haven't heard him do it. I definitely haven't heard him do it today.
And does he do it every day?
Exactly.
I mean, it's madness. These people are lunatics. They're
Oh
all
my God.
lunatics.
I was so worked up about this
I mean,
yesterday.
I'm just so tired of this bull crap.
Oh.
And other people have to be tired of it too. I mean, there have to be people out there that are shaking their heads going, do we not have like other things that are going on besides this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so dumb. He's not a white supremacist.
I would love for people to find or put together a video montage of Obama condemning white supremacy, because I guarantee you Trump has done it more.
Yeah.
That's what's ridiculous about this whole thing. The press is being insane. They're creating a story where none exists.
Well, this is what they do every day. They create stories where none exist. Every freaking day, this is what they do. This is why every day we're the cats looking at the laser on the wall. They pick a narrative every day. This is why this whole country is so divided right now. It's the media's fault.
It totally is.
It's the media's fault. They gaslight everybody every day. The media they're the ones who create the problems in this country. That's why everybody has to learn to critically think. It's like the weaker you are, the more you fall for this bullshit. Seriously. I mean, this is why you have to teach your kids, don't pay attention to them. Just don't, because they're the ones who are causing the problems. I have such disdain for our media because
bad.
I know 100% that they have caused 99% of the problems in this country. They've done it, and they know it, and I don't know how they sleep at night. I don't know how they do.
I mean, especially when the examples are this blatant. When you're Acosta or now John Roberts, who I'm really disappointed with, because like before yesterday, he seemed reasonable. Oh my God, did you see what Kaylee tweeted to him?
No.
Oh my God, you guys, it was great. So John Roberts' wife works for ABC, and she tweeted before all of this, right? Before this whole fight that John Roberts had with Kaylee McEnany, his wife tweeted that she had interviewed Trump, like, one of those helicopter interviews. And she wrote on Twitter, Trump denounces white supremacy today. And so Kaylee McEnany literally said to John Roberts, I would just refer you to your wife's tweet where she said clearly that he denounced it. And so I loved that she did that. Kaylee is such a badass.
She really is a badass.
No one has been better at this job than her.
She better not quit for a really long time.
Oh my God, I hope she doesn't get COVID.
She's right. She's freaking amazing.
She's
it's
amazing.
kind of like yesterday. We were talking. I think it was just yesterday. We were talking about how they were going to take this Proud Boys thing and they were going to run with it, and they are. It's like all eyes have been taken off of Antifa, and you know why? The media. The media does this. They're like, okay, guys, what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to do today? How are we going to distract people today? Okay, let's talk about Proud Boys and go. And this is what they do. And then everybody, it's like all Twitter was ablaze with Proud Boys. You know, it's like, seriously?
And then Trump ended up condemning Proud Boys
For
last
crying
night
out
on
loud.
Hannity, even though he doesn't even know who they are or what they do or anything that they're about. And maybe they don't need condemnation. Maybe it's just a bunch of dudes drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The head
who
of which-
doesn't want to deal with Antifa.
The head of which is a black guy.
Right.
Yeah, they're white supremacists.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All of it is so dumb. And it's all gaslighting. I'm so
Yeah.
tired of it. It's like the media is in charge of all of this. They screw with us.
What is it, Rob?
I don't mean to interrupt your very valuable video time. Have you seen the Kimberly Guilfoyle story?
No.
What is it?
What is it? Hurry.
Why don't you just go to Daily Mail?
What is it?
It's on Daily
It
Mail.
better be good.
Yeah,
Oh,
is she naked? What's
It's
going
the
on?
best story ever.
It better be good.
I would not interrupt your very valuable video
I
time.
feel like you would. I feel like you
It's-
totally would.
It's on the homepage.
I can't scroll because of MS.
What?
It's
Just
not
open
letting
up a
me
new
do it.
tab. Open up a
All
new
right,
tab.
hang on.
This is.
It's worth opening up a new. I hope it's worth
everything
it.
I've ever dreamed of.
Really?
Oh, it's.
Wait, did she break up with Don Jr.?
No.
Okay, what is it?
No, it's.
To come date a radio producer
Midwest.
in Indianapolis.
She's a Midwest kind
Where
of
is
girl.
it? I don't see it.
Keep going.
Where?
Keep going.
All right,
Oh,
where is
good
Keep
it?
going.
Lord, where
Keep going.
is
You're
it,
almost
Rob?
there. You're almost there.
Where? Kimberly
Boom.
Guilfoyle.
Kimberly Guilfoyle was ousted by Fox over a $4 million payment to a female assistant who accused the host of stripping naked, showing her photos of men's genitals, and asking her to massage her thighs, and then offering her $1 million in hush money?
That's my girl.
What in the world is happening?
I mean,
Well,
it's,
obviously you're going to be talking about this in speaking. Oh my God.
it's just coming out now. We're just hearing about this now.
Oh my God.
Today.
Seriously?
A month before the election. We're just hearing about this. I can't. I cannot. I can't. It's like with the Evita, the Evita stuff. No socialism.
So wait, is it $4 million or $1 million?
Yeah, I don't
understand.
understand. Yeah, it is a little.
It's a $4 million payment. Wait,
If Daily Mail cannot write headlines. They can't. They just can't do it.
you're gonna need to get the details on that,
Oh
and
yeah.
we'll have
I'm gonna
that
get all
story
the
in speed.
details.
'Cause
All of them.
There's
Yeah.
male genitals and
stripping
naked and $4
and
million
Kimberly
and $1
Guilfoyle,
million and,
which is
and
enough to set him off.
all he cares about is Kimberly Guilfoyle, you guys. That's all that's
Because
happening.
Breaking news!
He wants to date her. Truth be known.
He's in love with Kimberly Guilfoyle.
You guys, did you see? Because yesterday we talked about Chrissy Teigen and John Legend losing their baby boy, which is very, very sad. And did you see that Planned Parenthood, the literal baby killing machine factory, tweeted to them, "We're so sorry about the loss of your son." Did you
Wait.
see that?
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to need to sit with that for a second.
Just let that marinate, because I could not believe my eyes.
Were
I was like,
people-
are you admitting out loud
That
what
was
she
a
lost
son?
was a child?
I'm totally confused. Okay, so then...
I know.
then that answers our question yesterday.
I mean, I felt like
That
it
answers
was a
our
big
question.
admission, really. In
Yeah.
many ways, it was an admission
Okay,
that
that
what you
you-
lose between the 20 and 24th week
Is a child. Is a babe. Is an actual
It's an
human
actual
being.
human
It's a
being.
human being.
They said the word son, and I was like, back up, rewind.
Yeah.
Did I just, and I screenshot it because I was like, did this really happen?
Because a lot of people yesterday, a lot of headlines that I read about that, I tried to take note of how the headlines are written.
Yeah.
And a lot of news sources would say she lost her pregnancy.
They did?
A lot of news sources would say that.
She's not even saying that.
Yeah, there are a lot of news sources that would say the loss of her pregnancy. And I was like, it's very interesting how they're spinning this. And then other news sources would say she lost her baby. And so I thought it was just, I would take note of who would say it in what way. And, you know, like CNN actually said lost her baby.
Yeah.
But
I would think that they would take the cue from the actual parents.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I mean?
They don't. Different news sources would report it in different ways. I find it baffling
Isn't
that
it incredible?
Planned Parenthood would say the loss of your son.
Yeah. I was floored. I was absolutely
Yeah.
floored. I was like, I cannot
That's-
believe what I'm reading right now.
Wow.
This is kind of a big deal. This is coming from the baby killing capital of the world. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Like, how do they... so if
Yeah, how
they
do you-
believe that was a son, how do you do what you do?
Yeah, how do you reconcile that? Yeah.
And then
Wow.
they do it even later, right? Like they will do later term abortions than when she lost her son.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so it all comes down to pure selfishness. And I don't know how you spin this, pro-choicers, but like if you do believe, and all we can assume from everything that we've seen over the last 2 days, that this is what you believe, that it's only a baby if you personally want it, then you're defining humanity based on your own selfishness. How do you sit with that?
Yeah.
Like, that's gross.
I mean, I guess you sit with it the same way that you sit with the fact that you can wish death upon our president if he gets
Yeah.
COVID.
Good point.
You know, I mean, and I just wouldn't do that with even Nancy Pelosi, and I can't stand that lady.
For
you
real.
know, I don't want death to greet her though. You know, I don't want, just because if she gets COVID, I'll be like, that sucks that she has COVID. You know, it sucks. I don't like her, but that sucks.
Right.
But I'm not going to be like, God, I wish she'd die. I mean, this is what people are saying about our president right now. But this is the thing. This is the difference between the left and the right, man. This is the difference. And this is why I'm glad I'm not on that side. I don't want any part of that. And I'm sorry. Listen, I know we had a call yesterday. There was a caller that gave us, we got a voicemail and we played it on the show. And he was like, what did he say about tribalism? He said something, he's like, you engage in tribalism. It's not this side and that side. And I'm like, but it is.
It kind of is.
It is now, you know, because I don't want any part of that. I don't even want to be a never Trumper. Those people are lunatics. You know, there is so much hate in that. I don't want any part of that hate. These people have been engaging in hate since he got into office. And it's like the media engages in hate. It's a day-to-day just hate fest. And that is why our country is in the situation that it is now. If people would just get off the hate train, we would be in a lot better situation right now. If people would just let this man do his freaking job and just quit hating so much, we would be in a better position. They spin it and say that conservatives are full of hate. They're full of shit. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. And it is evident by what you see on Twitter today. Just take a look on Twitter today. And then look at some of the tweets that are being spewed at the president and the first lady, and you tell me if it's conservative hate. Because it's not. Because that ain't right.
I just realized that we were supposed to take questions today.
Oh.
And we can't because it's time to go. Maybe we could take like a couple.
We could
if
probably
you guys,
take it,
we have
maybe.
like 4 minutes. So if somebody wants to ask something, now is the time. Because I'm sorry we forgot. John Roberts is watching.
John
It's probably not the John Roberts.
John Roberts is watching. I don't think that's the one that's butthurt.
No, I don't either.
No. Poor guy.
If you
John
guys haven't heard that
Roberts.
meltdown of his, make sure to tune into our show today because
So
holy
upset.
crap.
He's so upset that people are making fun of me.
people are tweeting
I'm tired of it, he said. I'm tired of it. Okay, well then quit sucking.
Right.
God.
I mean, this is the thing. Jim Acosta, all of them, they're always like baffled by why they are criticized.
People are so mean to us. They're so mean. Okay, but then do your freaking job.
Do your job and do
God.
it the right way.
And if you
for
can't do
God's
it, then
sake.
if you can't do it, then pass the torch to somebody who can.
Book updates. I gave those earlier, so
Yeah.
make sure to rewind. If you're catching us late, make sure to watch this whole thing and you will get your update about books. When can I bring you Hacienda? Jody! Anytime.
Chips and salsa.
Oh my God. Hacienda. Now, I know there's like a million restaurants named Hacienda, but there's really only one true Hacienda that is in Elkhart, Indiana, and Mishawaka, Indiana. There's one in Kokomo, and it is like my most favorite thing ever. I was there in high school like every single day.
Somebody asked about is this at the same time, is this being broadcast on YouTube? No, it's not simultaneously being broadcast on YouTube. We put it on YouTube after the fact, but here's the thing. If we get shut down on Facebook, we will move over to YouTube.
Because we will no longer be able to
we won't be able to do this.
So that's why you need to subscribe to the Mock and Daisy Show channel on YouTube, because that's where we'll go. I mean, you can see videos there now anyway, but that's where we'll do them live if and when.
We don't have a tour. I'd love to have a tour. I think that'd be great. And I'd love to go to Knoxville because that's where I went to undergrad school.
We need like a bus that looks like this.
That would be like the side of it. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
really,
and then the other side
back,
would look like
the other
this.
side would be that. That would be really awesome. We don't have a tour. I don't know
We
what
don't have
we
a
do
bus.
on tour. I guess we just do this.
Yeah, because we got an email not long ago from someone who was like, "Can you come do a show at like a restaurant?"
And we're like, well, we don't have a show. Like we do like single, double.
And we can pretend like we
Yeah,
can.
we just do like little Sweeney sister dances.
I could tell some jokes.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, somebody knows. Dawn knows Hacienda Mishawaka. That's right.
Hacienda.
Right. It's the
Yeah.
best. There's nothing like it. A whole bunch down here, same restaurant facility. I don't know, Jessica. I don't know where you are because there's a lot of haciendas and there's only one true hacienda. So even if you know of a hacienda, it may not be the one that I'm talking about. Yes, we do need to laugh in these messy
We
times.
really do.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we really do. You got to keep your sense of humor. You know?
Jackie, they're not off the white supremacy thing now. They're all
not.
on top of it.
They're on
Now,
it.
granted, with the COVID news, maybe they'll calm down.
No,
But
we'll
I don't
move
know.
on to that and how he handled it. They're going to all be like wanting him to die now.
James
This
asks,
is-
how will we alert you if we're shut down on Facebook?
We won't be able
You're
to
just
alert
going to stop
you.
seeing us.
You just won't see us. If you just stop seeing us, you're just going to be like, where'd the chicks go? Go over, find us on YouTube.
Yeah, because for
You'll
real,
find
like
us
there
there.
won't be a way for us
Yeah,
to
and then
alert
you'll
you.
have to subscribe there, and we'll show up every morning there. That's what's going to happen because they're just going to shut us down, you guys. It's a matter of time.
And I think that there's a way on our website to subscribe, like for email updates, even though we don't send emails, you can add your email to the list. And I guess if that happened, we probably would send out a mass email
Yeah.
to anybody who's on that subscriber list to let you know. And feel free to sign up for it. We don't send anything. It's just like in cases like this, if we were to get shut down, we would have a mechanism of telling you. Been to the Hacienda and Elkhart, yowza. I know, right? It's the best.
There's a troll out there.
Who?
I don't know.
Who is it?
There's some hateful troll out there.
Well,
Yeah.
don't you have anything better to do?
No, he has nothing better to do. Nothing better to do, which
I
is
did
really
post
sad.
it. Anthony says you guys need to post the Jim Acosta quote. Go to Twitter. I posted both of them side by side. I took screenshots of both. So it's at Chicks on Right on Twitter. So you can see it there.
Body shaming and ageism.
ageism?
Somebody is body shaming and aging.
Like to
ageism.
us?
I think to somebody out there. We'll get them.
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
get them.
we always catch them.
Just
after
ignore the
fact.
trolls, you guys. We'll get them.
They're so obnoxious. I mean, how sad are you if you're like on this video right now and you're
Yeah.
hating? Don't you have something better
they have
to
nothing.
do?
They have nothing better to do. They're probably in their mom's basement
Yeah, I
with
mean,
nothing else to do, eating, Pop-Tarts.
I did see
that
that.
their
The
mom bought.
BLM of North Utah met with the Proud Boys and had like a joint presser condemning white supremacy. It was the most bizarre thing
That's
ever.
interesting. Yeah.
But that happened.
Lots of
so-
trolls today. Lots of trolls. Well, God
All
bless
right.
them.
I just feel sorry for people who are that bored.
I don't feel sorry for you. I don't.
I mean, I do a little bit.
I know. I take pity on you.
Well, that's
like-
what I mean.
Yeah, you like your.
Because that's sad. Like that this is how they spend their time.
I'm sorry your parents didn't love you enough.
Yeah, that's really sad,
Yeah.
you guys. Okay, we really do need to go.
We do.
Sorry that we were so late to get to questions. We'll do better next week.
Yeah.
It's just there was a lot going on, you guys.
Yeah, just maybe a smidge.
So,
It's the
but tune
drama.
in to the show, 9 to 11, WIBC.com, if you want to hear more of us blathering on about all the issues.
Blathering. We blather.
We're good at blathering.
Yeah. You guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for all the stuff again, everybody.
oh my
We
gosh,
just love
so many lovely
everything.
gifts.
So
Wow.
many. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Bye.